September, I want to say July. What happened in July? Because whatever happened in July, or whoever was in the month of July is coming back around. Anyways, for September 22nd, 2025 weekly horoscope, I might be able to fit in Libra. Is 6:21. I don't know, so we'll see where we go. But I will be back on tonight, this evening, to do more horoscopes and finish up my horoscopes. So yes, and then do the dailies. So right now I'm at 4,341 subscribers. Show your love and support to your girl Marie. Thank you for everyone who has, and make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for everybody who has. So let me see, Leo. So on the 22nd, Mars moves into Scorpio, into your 4th house. Super silence here. All right, going into hermit mode, keeping your feelings to yourself. The focus can be with the 4th house energy. I predict it's going to be on the male Leos. My male Leos is going to be the focus. If you're a female Leo watching for a male Leo, then the focus is going to be on the men in your life, okay? So the focus could be more towards father side of the family, or the men in your life, or even your sons. You may learn something about your parents that you had not known before that could be disturbing and affects how you see yourself. You may doubt where you belong. Some of you here, this could be dealing with baby mama, baby daddy drama at this time. This could be power struggles within your relationships going on as well, in trying to control people's situations, or vice versa. Some of you are dealing with live-in situations this week, whether it be your parents, or whether it be your partner, or literally just mom and dad. And this could be them making you more financially responsible towards them, okay, instead of you living there for the purpose and the idea of getting back on your damn feet, okay? So it could be very difficult for you to hold on to money this week, because people in your life that you are living with and living under their roof have other agendas. This could also be dealing with custody battles at this time that could be coming up, and this could be someone asking for more money, more financial responsibility towards the family, or this is dealing with legalities here, and you're asking to take on financial responsibilities in regards to legal matters, or vice versa, or there's a consequence to your actions of not taking care of legal matters, and this could be dealing with that. So for some of you here, you haven't paid your car ticket, or your car is about ready to get impounded, because the reason why I keep saying the car, traveling, 9th house energy. So 9th house to me, because a lot of my experience doing astrology has come from the car, or immigration, or INS. So some of you could be dealing with INS. Legalities could be coming up at this time, but it could be like a lot of lessons with the car. So this week, if you're not taking care of your financial business with the car, you might lose your car this week, God forbid. Okay, so the sun moves into Libra, into your 3rd house here. This brings about opportunities for collaborative communication, heightened awareness of local communities, a focus on education or learning skills. There is a drive to like really communicate now here with fairness, enjoy social interactions, and engage in creative and intellectual pursuits. Potential challenges include difficulties with direct self-expression or over-reliance on partnerships for personal taste, but overall, it is a period for positive connections and personal growth through focus of mental activities. You're likely to be caught up in pleasant conversations with neighbors and relatives. You may receive invitations to social events. Relationships with siblings and relatives should be good. Then on the 24th, Mars squaring Pluto, 4th and 6th house. The focus, or 4th and 7th house, the focus is going to be on other family members and their health issues, God forbid, could be coming up. This can signify an intense transformational power struggle with family and with live-in relationships, often fueled by hidden motivations or hidden agendas here, like they wanting you to pay rent, for example, or this could be like your mommy issues coming up and you live with mother, or your mom. This is Leo. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share. I'm doing Leo right now. So this could also be your mommy issues coming up at this time with this energy here as well. So this could be a time period where, you know, like the stuff that you've repressed, stellium in your 4th house, squaring Pluto in retrograde in your 7th house. So stuff that you repressed and that you didn't mention and that you did held back, you're not holding back anymore because now it's all coming out. You don't want it to all come out. You don't want to be vulnerable. You don't want to fight, but this person could be provoking you into a fight now because of your mommy issues, okay? Your issues with mother could be coming out at this time with this energy here, okay? This could be a time of jealousy or a need for control here, feeling demasculated in some of your relationships here, a deep need for shared goals and mutual empowerment to transform potential conflict and manipulation into personal and relational growth. Shadow work, this aspect demands confrontation, which you're not willing to do because of the stellium in Scorpio and Pluto in Aquarius, not willing to do that, but Pluto's in retrograde, but these two signs, Scorpio and Pluto, like to deal with the truth. And let's be honest. Okay, so it's asking you to be honest and deal with your primal instincts and deal with your hidden motivations and to be open and honest with other family members and give that honesty to them. This is like a psychological evolution for you of growth, okay, and being honest with yourself and honest with your relationship, honest with you, okay, honest, okay. Cultivate self-awareness, develop self-awareness to recognize personal triggers and patterns and learn emotional regulation to manage your damn anger and impulsivity. Seek healing, engage in therapy or other healing practices like yoga, meditation, prayer, to process deep-seated emotional patterns and facilitate healing at this time, okay? Then on the 25th, you might experience stable career growth with this energy. Tarot is an arthritis of honesty? I don't get it. What? Antithesis of honesty. Antithesis of honesty. Hold on. I gotta figure out how to spell this. Yes, I Google everything. Well, if you get the right person to do tarot card, yeah, it's an antithesis of honesty. You know, a trust and believe. My ex-husband can tell you it's an antithesis of honesty. He can tell you that I need to have a level of shut the hell up because he could tell you how many times I caught him with every one of them bitches since COVID that he gone dated. Okay. So yeah, my tarot reading is pretty damn honest. Not my fault that people don't want to sit and shit in their truth. Okay. Not my fault. Sit and shit in it. Okay. Not my fault. Okay, you want to lie, you want to do this, you want to do that, and the cards keep catching you, well, go on, bitch. So yeah, there's an antithesis of honesty, and thank God I know how to do it, because you know what, it's really hard to pull the wool over my eyes and stuff like that. Oh yeah, it's not fun doing the cards and going, what? Who am I dating? Who am I dating? What? What's going on? And then next thing you know, he dating females, and yeah, so hello, goodbye. All right, it's $20 for that. All right, it's real cheap. I'm not even trying to rip you off. On the 25th, you might experience stable career growth, reliable income, and more serious, committed relationships built on shared goals and values, leading to long-term success and contentment. Clarity and stability. This is a positive aspect. Provides stability, clarity, and insight into your relationships. Moving from idealistic notions to practical, grounded realities, or putting your ideas out into reality. Commitment and responsibility. You're more likely to make commitments, formalizing agreements, and honoring promises. With relationships growing stronger this week, the focus could be on other people in your life, and you tend to go above and beyond for others or benefit through other people this week, or this is you helping someone in your life out financially this week. So I would be careful with that. Make sure that you're financially well off before you go helping out others, okay? What in the world are you preaching? I don't know, fishy thoughts, I guess. Fishy thoughts, Marieisms, that kind of thing. Yeah, you've heard of Marieisms. So, yeah. Anyways, on the 26th, in your ninth house, again, stellium in your ninth house, this is a very positive time for communications for you. For some of you, this is all the positive time for communication, a great time for those of you in sales. Others of you, you can be on the prowl. Love you. You can be on the prowl. This can be dating at this time, very aggressively dating. Yes, thank God. Let's hope so. There's so much water in the damn charts right now that men tend to want to be chased and act like chicks right now. So this is like not the best time for men when it comes to dating, because they want to be chased, they want to be pursued and stuff like that. So this could be a time period where they can be they want to be pursued. Even in the LGBTQ community, it's like it's really hard to get a dude now because everybody wants to be chased, and it's kind of like, you know, so it's like it's very, very difficult with love right now because of the stellium in Scorpio and then the energies in Cancer. So for some of you, you know, this is a great time to mingle if you're single. Some of the female kitty cats, you know, you could be very aggressive when it comes to love right now and pushing yourself on to other people with this energy. A great time for promoting yourself to those in authority, or a great time for those of you in sales this week. I feel also you need to be realistic with your giving energy. Make sure you are good financially before you go giving to others, because some of you could be over the top with your giving energy and how much you help out others this week, or else you're going to find yourself a bit broke come next week and money can be a bit tight. So be careful with the giving, okay? You being there and helping, like buying food or something like that, like buying groceries, buying somebody groceries or paying one bill, you know, that's a lot of help to somebody. You know, pay a bill, you know, be like, can I pay your water bill? You know, water bills, my water bill is like $50, you know, so, you know, ask, you know, can I pay, let me pay your electric bill, let me pay a bill. You know, you don't gotta be like, oh yes, here's $1,000 and you need that $1,000, okay? So, you know, be realistic. You could pay a couple bills, you know, pay their electric bill. They may appreciate it because winter's coming, okay? The first card I come up with is the Eight of Wands, traveling, good news happening. The Ten of Wands, taking on other people's responsibilities here. So be careful with that because it can cost you a lot of money, alrighty? So, you know, again, be realistic. Take a bill. Pick a bill. You know, car insurance bill, pay a bill for them. You know, if you pay one bill, that will help out a person. Trust and believe. If somebody were to pay my bills, even like one bill, you know, my ex-husband helps me with my bills. And now, don't get that twisted. Now, and it's not because he's trying to be a good person. Don't get that twisted. It's because he got his license suspended and he has to get a job. He has to get a job to pay his court costs. There's a difference, bitches. He's not helping me. He's only conveniencing his house because he told me he got a job because he had to pay his court costs. Difference, but it does help and I don't complain. So, you know, it's nice to have like one or two bills paid. So yeah, so I don't complain, and he only gives me $200, which is more than enough. You know, it pays for the electric bill, so I'm happy. So anyways, so yeah, so pick it, you know, like do something little, and that little thing really does help a long way, you know. So, you know, you are taking care of other people at this time. My Nine of Cups, my yes card, but don't get it twisted like, oh, he's helping you. No, 1 year and then I had to go get a second job because bitch was not helping me. And the only reason why he's helping me is because he told me he got a job because he had to get a job so he could pay his court costs. Okay, that's the only reason. Alrighty, so let's not get that twisted and confused, because he knows I would take him to court and be like, yeah, we need a lawyer up right now. What happened? He got his money. Okay. Instead, he decided, okay, I don't want to go to court anymore. I don't want to do it no more. So yeah, the Nine of Cups, my yes card to whatever question I did not answer is yes with this energy. The Hangman card, whatever is heavy on your mind, yeah, you're gonna carry on other people's, you could be taking on new responsibilities. Could you be getting a new job, and a new job requires like a lot of responsibilities or a lot of work that you're not willing to do? Yeah, yeah, I can. Okay. So that could be happening here as well. So, and it could be a little bit too much for you. Yes, it can. So it could be overwhelming at this time. All right. So it's up to you what you want to do. The answer is yes. I do see unexpected opportunities coming up for you. You should take it. Yes. The Justice card, major decisions. So you're not so quick to take on new responsibilities, or you're not so quick to take on new situations at this time. You're kind of mulling them over here. You're kind of, you're really intrigued by that Scorpio energy where you're like sitting on your hands and you're not so quick to jump into anything new. So you're kind of like mulling it over, and you're just kind of like, okay, and that kind of thing, and just letting it go. I also see this being an adventurous time for you as well. So you're more about your play and your travels with this energy. The Sun card, recognition and success could be coming towards you this week with this energy. So this can be a popular energy time for you. Some of you, the focus is going to be on legal matters here. So expect the unexpected in regards to legal matters. So you may have a lot of focus on legal matters, and you may have to jump through a lot of hoops in order to get what you want. So like him, in order for him to get his car back, he has to pay like $300 or something like that. He had to take a class. He had to go to rehab for like 3 days or something like that, and he had to pay and pay and pay. So you may have to go through the same things too with this energy here. So that could be happening during this time period. So I do see that coming up for you. The Devil card does talk of endings coming up. So some of you could be getting a divorce with this energy. This could also be thoughts of a divorce happening, but it could happen, and it may happen unexpectedly here. You could be self-prophesizing at this time with this energy and putting things into fruition that you want to control the conversation or the dynamic of what is going on, and you won't be able to control that because you're self-prophesizing. So I would be really careful with like your intrusive thoughts or whatever you're thinking about all day long, because you're manifesting it. So we want Marie to have 1 million subscribers, so let's do it. All right. So this could be, that kind of situation going on where you're kind of like self-prophesizing the future for yourself. So I would be really careful here. I do see corruption in the workplace here happening here as well, or this could be other people at work contradicting what they are doing with this energy here. Do I believe in aliens? Oh my God, you would have loved the conversation that me and Aquarius video had one time. I was on my Aquarius live, and this guy, his name is Simon. He's been with me since I was like in my 30s, and it was so cool because he lives in Norway and he believes in aliens. And I was like, oh my God, Simon, if you see the aliens, tell them to come my way to make me younger. And he was like, what? And there's this story of this old man that aged backwards, and because the aliens like basically gave him a makeover and made him age backwards. So I told him to tell the aliens to make me like age less, like age backwards. I want to look young. And then one time I thought I saw aliens or something. Oh, okay. So you probably know Simon. He's a musician and an artist. So you probably know him. So anyways, so then I went to, so one night I saw something that looked like an alien. It probably was a plane or a helicopter. And we also have like the Air Force that travels at night, and they announce it. So I think I picked a day to look up at the stars, and I may have saw one of the jets flying, and I thought it was an alien, and I asked it to make me look younger. So I don't know. I'm convinced that aliens can make you look younger. So, you know, I'm going to be like looking at an alien ship and I'm going to be like, can you all make my face look younger? And then maybe give me some lipo in my belly. Okay. And I think that's it. Alrighty. And then wherever you see necessary, just make me look pretty and then fix my hair. I want it longer. I want it like 22 inches down my back. Yes. So yeah, so do I believe in them? I don't know. I have to see it before I believe it. One time I called the FBI because of something of my mom doing mortgage fraud on me or something like that. And I asked them that question. I said, can I ask you a stupid question? And he was like, go ahead. And I said, and he's like, oh God, I know where we're going. He's like, the aliens. And I'm like, how'd you know? And he's like, because I get that question all the time. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, really? And he was like, yes, I get that question all the time. So every time people call the FBI, they literally call them about most of their, he said about 75% of our questions are aliens. And I said, so what do you do with the alien sightings? He's like, nothing. And I'm like, what? And they said after so many countless alien sightings, you know, they used to do, they don't do them no more because they all been hoax. So they don't do them anymore. So I was like, oh my God, that is so cool. And he was like, yeah. He's like, I get those almost every day. I said, I want to work for the FBI so I could just listen to them. He's like, we get popcorn and stuff. And we sit there eating like, yeah, you had sex with an alien? Really? Yeah. It's like, he had tentacles? What? It's like, what? I never heard that one before. Oh, you found a new species of aliens. It's like, wow, I want to do this job. So anyways, but yeah, no, I don't. I want to, you know, I'm open, but no. The Ten of Swords, I do see skepticism. You're going through changes this month with this energy, and I do see you being skeptical about the changes that are happening to you as well. Oh yes. Oh Dave, if I see an alien, I'm running after that little thing, big thing, whatever the fuck it is thing, and I'm saying, yes, take me to your ship, and I want all this like Titan, okay, and then I want this fixed, and then I want my eyes fixed, I want my hair straight, and I want it long, okay. Yes. Yes. So good night. So anyways, I do see you being skeptical here with this energy and very pessimistic about the changes that are coming up. You may not like the changes that are happening in your life with this energy. This could be like a lot of consequences to your actions and choices. So you need to be the deliberate creator, and you need to be a bit more careful about the choices that you're making at this time in your life here with this energy, and not act so much on reactiveness, you know, like count to 10 and stuff like that before you react with this energy here as well. Alrighty. So I do see that coming up for you. All right. Pluto energy happening here. The Seven of Cups, even though there's skepticism, there's still hope. All right. There's still hope for change. There's still hope. You know, I think that what's going on there is that you're seeing the blessing in your situation. You're seeing that there's an ending coming up that ended nasty or may have cost you money. But the blessing is, like, for example, like with my ex-husband, he's not in jail. The blessing is he's sober, you know, so it's like that kind of thing happening here. You're seeing the blessing in your situation, good, bad, ugly, and what the hell, you know, and you're just kind of like, okay, well, this happened, but you know what? I have a roof over my head. I'm not in jail. Thank you, Jesus. I got food on the table and I got me a job, you know, so it's kind of like you see the blessing in the situations. You're disappointed by certain things that are going on in your life that are out of your control, but then again, you're happy about the blessing. And it's like maybe you're gonna have like a disappointing, unexpected turn of events happening for you, but then the blessing happens, and it's like everything happens for a reason, and then the blessing comes in and shows itself, and it's like, oh, you know, like for example, if my YouTube channel never got hacked and I was still doing this like regular, like everybody else was, and I was doing really well, and my YouTube channel never got hacked, I promise you, I would have owed my ex-husband $3,400 in alimony. And that was God making these people hack into my computer, steal all my fucking money. And then it was like, After that, the blessing came, and I saw the blessing, and the blessing was that this man would have probably drunk himself to death, or this man would have spent his money on everything and anything, and I would literally be working for this man. And now the blessing is I don't have to spend my money on this man. I don't have to financially support him and take care of him, and I get to get a nice divorce and do my own shit and not worry about it. And then this time around, he pays the child support, not me. See? So it's kind of like that. So that is the blessing in my situation. So try to see the blessing in your situation, no matter how disappointing and ugly and, oh my God, I got to start all over. Yes, but then the blessing is da 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 da. Okay, so it's kind of like that. I feel, yeah, you are feeling overwhelmed, mentally overwhelmed, defeated with this energy here as well. This is the end of a mental cycle, and it is preparing you for renewal. The Queen of Wands, I do feel like, you're very diplomatic at this time with this energy here as well. It's a beautiful time for communications for you with this energy, so use it. People are willing to help you at this time. I do feel like this is new opportunities coming up, embracing changes, having different options, maybe options that you never looked at before. This could also be, God forbid, dealing with college, and you not getting into the college that you wanted, or not getting into the school that you wanted. But then, people in your life could be convincing you at looking at something else and being like, this is nice, and you get to do this, and you get to do that, and trying to really hype up a situation for you so you could see the blessing in it, So it could be like that kind of situation going on, and telling you, well, maybe you didn't get into this college right now, but if you get college credits, you can go into that college later on. The Knight of Coins, I feel like you love being in service for the sake of being in service. I do see another source of income coming to you with this energy here. Oh, you don't have to listen to me. Bye. Get off my channel. If you don't want to listen, then skip the channel. Like, subscribe, and share. So anyways, this is also pursuing material goals, and this is your hard work and perseverance paying off at this time with this energy. This is also you taking long-term, thinking about the long-term for your goals at this time and planning. The Five of Coins, have faith that everything is going to work itself out for you. You're very career ambitious at this time. You're very money-oriented at this time as well. The Four of Cups talks about contemplation, meditation, not so quick to make decisions, not this month or in the month of October coming in. You're sitting on your hands about things that you want to do. You have lots of thoughts of future. Yeah, I know. This is going to be my last read for this hour, and then I'm going to be back on at 10 o'clock or around 10 o'clock to do the rest of the horoscopes, Libra through Pisces, because my event is about to begin for Rosh Hashanah. The Ace of Wands, taking on creative risk at this time with this energy here as well, being more open-minded to new experiences with this energy. I do see that you are coming up with a lot of creative possibilities for you with this energy as well. The Two of Coins, thank you, Dave, for helping me. The Two of Coins, indecisions are coming up. I feel like this could be an emotionally confusing time for you, or you have too many options being presented to you during this time period and coming up with money-making ideas. The Hermit card, I feel like this is a time of introspection here. You could also be going through it emotionally during this time period as well. So this could be dealing with like a lot of anxiety. And know that it's not that you want to share your anxieties or emotional hangups with others. No, you're not. You're keeping them to yourself. You're shaking your hands, smoking your cigarettes, and you're just keeping them to yourself and kind of being quiet about the things that are happening or not happening in your life at this time with this energy here. This is a time of reflection and balance. Hi, Richard. This is a time of responsibilities. This is a time where you're more financially stable, or you're more focused on your money situation and saving your money. The Hierophant card, you could be making more hours at work here, and you could be delving into self-pity. I do see an ending coming up here with this energy. Some of you could be quitting your job, getting kicked out of a situation here, and it's fine if you get kicked out of a situation. Just try to see the blessing in the situation. Don't get mad or butthurt. Rejection is horrible, but that's probably the part of the ego that you have to work through, and it's okay. You don't have to be accepted to everything. You don't have to be liked by everybody. everybody, just get your paycheck and go home, and that's it, and so it's kind of like that kind of situation going on. So you need to change your perspective and outlook, and it could be like a lot of childhood rejection that you don't want to go through at this time, but you're being kicked out of a situation. The Four of Swords, I feel like this is a time of contemplation, meditation. You can feel oppressed in your situation, and it could be your living situation for some of you where you can feel the oppression. The Lover's card, reconnecting with people from your past. This could also be reconnecting with an ex. This is contracts and negotiations, and no, my ex ain't reconnecting with me. He a Leo too. No, no, no. Okay, this person is coming out of a divorce, grieving, crying, boo-hoo, hot messing it, all right, and they're ending a relationship, and they're grieving about a relationship as well. So they're not necessarily over it, but they like you, they want to come towards you, but they're not ready. So they may have to do their own healing before they come towards you. The Five of Coins, do I have two Five of Coins? Oh, the Four of Coins talks about stability here with this energy being about your financial security. Maybe you two will create financial security or be a stable relationship, because the Four of Swords is around it, the Four of Coins is around it, the Four in numerology means stability. So this could be like a lot of stability, or this person can feel more like a rock to you with this energy. It could be a situation where some of you may throw everything but the kitchen sink at this person, and you may find that this person may not be so easy to kick out of your life. Okay, so it could be a situation like that. The Eight of Coins, I feel like you can be a perfectionist when it comes to work with this energy. I feel like you could be making a point to make this relationship work. The Eight of Cups, I feel like you're over certain situations. Some of you, it's a love relationship and you're ready to walk away from a relationship, and you don't have to watch me either. Bye, bitch. Okay. If you want to bitch and complain and have your opinion and be important, be important. It's not your forum, but be important. You won't see me again. Okay? I promise you. Until I get hacked again, God forbid. So anyways, I feel like this person is leaving a relationship or making a choice or a decision coming up in regards to leaving a relationship at this time. Okay? The King of Swords, you can be very analytical in your way of thinking here with this energy. And this is also a time of confrontation with this energy as well. So I do see that coming up with this energy. The Nine of Swords, you're not going to be going through a depression. Somebody leaving a relationship and they're gonna be walking away happily. Okay, they ain't gonna miss whoever they're leaving. They're gonna be happy that they left, and they're gonna wish that they done it sooner. Or it's gonna be a situation where the other person's gonna break up with them, and then they're gonna jump into, yes, it is a general reading, they're gonna jump into a new relationship. So real quick. So whoever is kicking them out or whatever's going on, they ain't missing their situation. Okay. I think that maybe they were being nice and they didn't want to seem like, oh, well, it could be a situation with cheating or an emotional betrayal where somebody was like spying on somebody and the other person knew that they were spying on somebody. And then what happened is that this person couldn't take it anymore. And so the other person kicked the other person out. And it was like, oh, by the way, I was like, they left. And then boom, they start a brand new relationship with the person that you thought they were cheating on. Oh my shit. So that's what happened there. And they happy they left. They wanted to leave so they can jump into this new relationship. Maybe they felt the need that they couldn't leave this relationship because they wanted a clean slate. Okay, or they wanted to seem like the good guy. No, mommy divorced me. I didn't divorce mommy. I would have stayed. Okay, that shit. All right, this person has no regrets. Okay, this person has no regrets. I do see a breakup. Some of you, this person could be leaving a relationship. Others of you, this person is waiting for the other person to break up with them. Okay, or it could be a financial thing where they don't want to pay the alimony and all that stuff because their alimony could be too much money, or the child support could be too much money, or maybe they got too many damn kids. So whatever reason, it could be financial, that this person is going to stay in that relationship and not break up with this person because they don't want to pay the cost of it. Others of you, I feel like this person is kind of scared to leave the relationship because they're used to stability and they don't like change. Okay, so I also see that happening. Anyway, show your love and support to your girl Marie. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Kisses.